My name is Michael, aka Rickshaw, and you're nerding out with Rickshaw. And you're also nerding out with.
Hey guys, I'm Fuzz.
What's up, nerds? It's Rabbit.
And I am Toby.
Anyways, to give you just a taste of people shitting on everything, and it actually having a consequence. Oceano announced a tour, and it's the tour. It was a tour with Attila, and Dealer is one of the opening bands. And if you don't know, Dealer and Attila have allegations of weird things with girls, and just all sorts of nasty business. Nothing that ever got charges for, but it's been going around, and it's like been more than one instance with some of these accusations. But Adam, after they announced the tour, everyone started firing at Adam, talking about how he's shitty and Oceano's shitty for doing the tour. And he came out with a big statement that more or less was just like, I don't stay on the internet long enough to find out about a bunch of, like drama. And so I don't know about these things. And then he goes on to say that like, management and everyone around him okayed all of the stuff without bringing up any of these allegations. And so now he's in a position where he's just like, I didn't know about it. Of course, we're going to drop this tour, but I am tired of so much internet hate that always comes around. And he's like, Oceano's done. I'm tired of dealing with stuff like that. So they're going to announce one more final tour. And honestly, I'm like, damn, knowing Adam, he's like super nice guy. And he's always
sweetest guy in the scene.
Yeah.
Always trying to pick people up. He's always been a positive dude. For him to do this, make his point. I hate that it came to this, but I read some of those threads today of people just blowing him up on Twitter. And he's like, I quit the fucking band. Leave me alone. Like, I'm done. We're done. We're not on the tour. The tour's over with. And all that fucking shit. And it was just like, people, I get it. Okay, the whole situation is fucked, but people don't understand how this works at all. Nobody understands how this works. You don't control what your booking agent does. You don't control what your management does. You don't control what your label does. They control what you fucking do. And if they say, hey, do you want to do this tour? You agree to it. None of the guys said anything. In his statement, he says that. Nobody says anything. And then they agree to it. And then Adam, he kind of is a super positive guy, so he stays away from the negativity. And then everybody starts shitting on him like it's his fucking fault. Like, nah, man, that's not how this works. And then once everything got brought to light, what was going on, he says, okay, fuck it, we're off the tour, and I quit the fucking band, and people still won't fucking let it go. Like, fuck off. Jesus Christ, it's done. It's over with. Fuck off.
One of the...
Actually... Sorry, Nick Consort is in the chat right now. He says,
Nick, my guy, you're in a... I love you, dude.
Nick actually used to play in Oceano. So, Nick, if you want to leave in the comments how you feel about all this stuff, and we'll read it here in a minute. But what were we going to say there?
I love you,
Toby?
dude.
I was gonna say he did. Adam had one interesting thing that I never took into consideration. Like when people start saying, cancel the tour, this and that. Like there was one statement he said something about, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was about like, me going on tour puts people to work, graphic designers, people working the bar, like, all these people are going to have a job for the night, or, it gives everyone work, like whoever's all involved in all the shows and stuff. And I never really kind of thought about that. So, but also like, one of his other statements said that, like, he was told Attila. He didn't know about Dealer being on the tour.
Well, yeah. So, like, it's the type of thing where, like, the headliner, if you're direct support, most of the time, you are going to be like, hey, this headliner wants to take you out. And then you're like, make a decision. And then whenever you either confirm or deny, then they will go about getting other people on the shows or on the tour using your name. So it's always like it's always like essentially someone texting this person and that person and go, "Are you interested? Are you interested? Who's on it? I don't know yet." And then once somebody says yes, then you use those two names to pick up your other support bands, right? So it's like there's times where you could agree to be on a tour with a headliner and not know anything else about who they are picking because they are the headliner, so you might not hear about who actually else is opening till it's about to be announced. Or even, I mean, if you're tired of fucking dealing with work, in your band, you might not even hear about it till you just might hear someone go, "Hey, we're releasing that tour this week." Okay, cool. Not even worried about the openers because it's not your tour technically.
And the management just sends out a text message and says, "Hey, this is getting released this week."
Right.
Okay, cool. I don't know.
Yeah. So
I think Adam was also ready
to
do some solo stuff with. He said in one post he said that he was going to focus more on the Adam on Earth project and some other projects. So I think maybe this might have been something to where it was like, this is the last fucking straw. Like, I don't want to be in this drama, and like you're pulling me into it. I didn't know anything about this, and now y'all are all being dicks to me. So no more of this.
Right.
I mean, they were already on the verge of breaking up. What, last year was it? I think he put in that post. They were already like thinking about just saying fuck it, or he was. You know what? He's a sweet fucking guy. Wish him nothing but the best because he is one of the best humans I've ever met in the music scene. So fuck all these people talking shit and rude to him. No.
Well, he's also like the best vocalist. Like,
dude, yes.
You know what I mean? Like, he like effortlessly does all this crazy shit, and so it's kind of like, if we're not talking about their music all the time and we're talking about drama all the time, like I wouldn't want to be involved either. You know what I mean? So
watched him.
But yeah.
Maybe somewhere like Cleveland or something. Got up on stage with him, and Mike, I think we were on tour together, and he grabs this dude. He just falls backwards into the crowd, and it was probably the most cool thing I've ever watched a lead singer do. Like, he didn't even look to see if anybody was back there to catch him. Just grabbed this dude that jumped up on stage and just fell backwards with him. It was so fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. I remember the biggest highlight of touring with them is like they had a song that would just
I already know this story.
It would just dip out in the middle of right before the breakdown, and they would just let Adam say whatever he needed to say to get into the breakdown.
It's mosh call, baby.
And it literally would change every night, and he would say something different every single night, and I always loved that because there were times where it was like the most brutal thing, and then sometimes it was like hilarious, right? Like, I could give you two examples. One time we were playing a show to where like the upper